Dubai is a city brimming with luxury, glitz, and five-star treatments. Its biggest draw is the mighty $5 billion Burj Khalifa, built on concrete, steel, and superlatives. You may have heard a few things about it since it opened its door and observation decks at a star-studded ceremony in 2010. But here are some interesting facts about Burj Khalifa that you might not have known before. Before we start, please like and subscribe to this channel, and then sit back and relax. One of the most amazing sights to view in the United Arab Emirates is the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. It is much unexpected to see it, especially when arriving by plane in Dubai city of opulence. All of a sudden, a massive tower can be seen at the bottom of miles and miles of desert. It is situated in the business district of the city. Its construction started in 2006 and it was completed in just 4 years, shattering many records. Here are 17 Burj Khalifa facts to learn more about this structure and its development. 1. A short-lived record. At 828 meters, it is the tallest building in the world. It is equivalent to 3 times the Eiffel Tower, 15 times the Fall of Niagara Falls, and twice the Empire States. It can be seen 100 kilometers away on a clear day, but as if this were not enough, there are already competitors on its heels. It is estimated that in 2022, the Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia will be finished, the first building to exceed 1 kilometer in height. The projects of the Mubarak Al Kabir Tower in Kuwait and the Murjan Tower in Bahrain are also approved. Although the latter is on hold due to a lack of budget, what is clear is that the Burj Khalifa does not have many years of reign left. 2. It not only holds the record for being the tallest building in the world. Additionally, it contains the world's highest restaurant, nightclub, and observation deck. They even win the prize for the most amazing New Year's Eve fireworks display, if that's possible to say. But what surprises the visitor the most is perhaps its ultra-fast elevator with a capacity of 14 people that covers half a kilometer in just 1 minute. It goes at a speed of 10 meters per second, or what is the same 36 kilometers per hour. 3. But there are times when it is better not to take the elevator. On February 8, 2010, barely a month after its inaugurations, a group of tourists was trapped between 2 floors for 45 minutes. The cause of the elevator stoppage was a problem with the electricity supply in the building. Everything was scary, but it was resolved, and on April 4, 2010, the largest observation platform in the world was reopened. 4. Solution in case of emergency. Elevators should not be taken in case of fire or any emergency, but how long does it take to go down more than 100 floors by stairs? We only tell you that there are 2,909 steps from the ground floor to the top. The architects kept safety in mind and designed a pressurized, air-conditioned shelter space every 25 stories. 5. How do firefighters get up? Another of the curiosities of the Burj Khalifa, very useful in an emergency, is that it has the first exclusive elevators for the use of firefighters and with a capacity of 5,500 kilos. 6. A most international building. The building is in Dubai, but it took people from far away to create it. The architectural firm that designed the Burj Khalifa is called SOM, Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, and is based in Chicago. Theirs is the merit of thinking of a structure capable of supporting more than 100 plants, but the builders are Korean, and the company Samsung Engineering and Construction carried out everything that the Americans had captured on paper. 7. Controversial construction. During the busiest day of construction, there were some 12,000 workers dedicated to the Burj Khalifa. Most of them are from Southeast Asia, and according to an investigation by the Human Rights Observatory, suffered tremendous abuse. They put in a lot of hours to make approximately €5 per day. Additionally, just one fatality attributable to a workplace accident during the 4 years of constructions was reported. While it is likely that there were more or at least injured workers, one of the Burj Khalifa's oddities that shouldn't exist, at the very least objectionable. 8. Glass against heat. The exterior of the Burj Khalifa is covered in 26,000 glass panels, each of which is individually cut. With that impressive amount, more than 15 football stadiums could be covered. In addition, it is not just any glass. More than 300 coating experts from a Chinese company specially designed it to withstand the heat of the Dubai summer. 9. How do you clean all that glass? If it's already dizzying to see men hanging from a normal building to clean its facade, those of the Burj Khalifa deserves a separate chapter. The cleaners get on 12 machines that move along a kind of exterior tracks to clean the 24,000 windows of the world's tallest building. In this video, you can see how they do it. 10. They changed the name at the last minute. Before its inaugurations, its name was Burj Dubai, but unexpectedly, its name was changed to honor the President of the United Arab Emirates, Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. This man made an effort to seek financial support in the neighboring emirate Abu Dhabi, when the project was put in doubt due to the economic crisis and the large debt that the city of Dubai had in the final stage of construction. 11. It could circle a quarter of the planet. If all the reinforcing bars that support the structure of the Burj Khalifa were laid horizontally, they would cover the equivalent of a quarter of the perimeter of the planet. The foundations alone are 50 meters deep. 12. Eat a lot. It's no surprise that a building of this magnitude consumes enormous energy resources. Almost 1 million liters of water and the equivalent of 360,000 light bulbs at the same time are used daily alone. 13. I should have been in Australia. Adrian D. Smith, its creator, thought of the building with the name Grollo Tower for the Docklands area of Melbourne. In this initial phase, the design had nothing to do with the final result. It was a 570-meter prism with an illuminated tip. 14. Some brave people have jumped from its top. For those who love risk, this building is a jewel from which to jump with a parachute. It's only been allowed for a few months, but shortly after it opened, there were a couple of people who went up as tourists but ended up getting away with it and jumping illegally. Just watching the following video produces an adrenaline rush. 15. A couple of very heavy Burj Khalifa curiosities. The aluminium used for the constructions of the Burj Khalifa weighs as much as 5 A380 aircraft, the largest model in the world. As for the cement, its weight is similar to 100,000 elephants. 16. Its underground structure is also very tall. The sandy lands of the country are not a good ground to build such a building because they are not very stable, but that did not impede its construction. A 49-meter deep superstructure was made to support the weight of the Burj Khalifa. 17. Inspired by a flower. Its structure is inspired by a flower called Hymenocallis, a very typical in the Dubai region due to its ability to adapt to tropical climates. It has long petals, which is why the base of the Burj Khalifa is Y-shaped, with different Y-shaped elements around a central point. Finally, it took 6 years and 22 million hours of work to complete its construction, and in addition to being the tallest structure on the planet, it also holds 7 other world records, such as having the longest elevator in the world or the highest restaurant. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell. To get notified when new videos are uploaded from this channel, please share your thoughts about the world's tallest apartment for $4 billion in the comment section below. Thank you.